Aries, you may feel quite frazzled on levels as you enter this week, thinking deeply about what you most want out of life and how you might make this happen. Grief and regret is weighing heavily on you over situations that you cannot change, but the time has come for you to rise above all that has happened so that you might gain some perspective that will allow you to move forward fearlessly, regain stability, and work towards a secure foundation within your family unit or group of close friends. Focus on working towards a lasting solution for getting what you want for your future and enlist those around you to help you achieve all your goals. You don't have to do this alone. You may have been feeling restricted and caught up in a situation that is unhealthy or unproductive, and this has seen you doubting yourself and your future. Look very deeply now into this whole issue that has been dogging you and understand that you will get the gift that you want at the end of all this. Open and honest lines of communication with those people around you who are most important will help you to find balance so that you can stop second-guessing yourself and withdrawing from those around you who might like to help you. Taurus, this week may see you getting yourself into trouble for saying what you think about something, particularly where it comes to a close relationship, be it yours or someone else's. But don't despair, as any trouble you might inadvertently stir up won't be long-lasting. You may be faced with choices right now that you don't feel like making. However, making these, however difficult it might seem to be at first, will see you getting the outcome you're seeking with something, even if you can't see that happening as yet. You may be blamed for something that wasn't entirely your fault, and you are just going to have to suck it up for the moment, but turning to others for support at this time will lighten your burden, even though on some levels you may continue to feel quite restricted for a time. Examine any assumptions you're making about something quite carefully and hold tight during this time to the highest vision of who you are. Gemini, this week sees you juggling demands that have been made upon you, and it is important that you believe in your ability to do so if you are going to achieve your goals. The time has come for you to accept the truth about yourself or the situation you find yourself in and start looking at things from a more balanced perspective. Emotionally, you may have been cutting yourself off from your heart, and it's time to start listening to it again so that you might think and feel properly once more. You have the ability to accomplish whatever you set your mind to at present, despite the questionable choices that you may have made in love or in business in the past, and this will mean releasing old patterns and letting go of all that no longer serves you so that you might re-examine your life and priorities. You may feel quite angry at the thought of having to do this, but holding on out of sheer stubbornness will not get you anywhere, so let go of what was never truly yours, and this will bring you a level of peace that you may not have experienced before, and may even affect your mental health and emotional and physical health in a positive way. A time of freedom is coming for you, whether emotional, mental or physical, enabling you to move forward to a new period of growth and happiness, so long as you know what you want, though things may start moving more quickly than you feel comfortable with at first. Cancer, this week sees you feeling at the deepest level that you are one with all that is, the serenity. If there's been any fighting around you, then it will cease this week, or at the very least you will find inner harmony as you finally start grabbing hold of the fulfillment you deserve. The direction your life is now heading in is under control, and you're able to feel confident moving forwards towards happiness that may have eluded you lately. Examine your attachments to groups of people in your life and consider reaching out to give or receive help so that you can join with others to feel connected, loved and secure. The time has come for you to surrender any troubles you've been struggling with so that you might move forward by standing still rather than by trying to force your will on a personal situation. When you most want your own way, you most need to sacrifice, as this will help you to find what you're looking for. Open and honest lines of communication will bring about a period of self-reflection and renewal that will restore your emotional balance, even if you don't always like what people have to say to you. And this will lead you to a point where you feel able to stop worrying about things and just go with the flow. Changes are coming into your life, and if you've been struggling with something, you will find the answer by standing back and looking at everything from a larger perspective. Leo, holding too tight to the need to have things your own way may lead to you losing out, albeit temporarily, so you'll need to get a grip on any feelings of possessiveness or jealousy that may start arising. Life is going to get better, however, and you need to be confident of this if you are to start moving in the right direction towards it. You may have been feeling that things are moving more slowly than you might have liked them to, but look at this as the quiet time you need if you are going to gain your strength and centre your energy. An end is coming to the way things have been in your life, heralding a new beginning on many levels and an end to anything that is no longer necessary. A deep thinking or more logical man in your life will help you to get the outcome you're seeking with something, even if you can't see that happening as yet, and despite your fears, you're going to be strong enough to get through whatever is thrown at you during this time. Virgo, a new beginning is coming to you this week that will require you keeping your faith in the direction you're heading in and trusting in your natural responses. Believe in yourself and follow your heart no matter how crazy or foolish your impulses may seem. The time has come for you to make choices in love or in business, and you may find yourself in somewhat of a moral dilemma as you are tempted between right and wrong. While standing at these crossroads, Spirit are urging you to remember that should you choose to do something that is wrong or hurtful to someone else, you will find yourself being haunted by feelings of guilt. So examine your situation carefully to be sure that you're making the best choices, and also to ensure that you will get your rewards at the end of it. A move of house or big changes to your household may be on the cards as a result of all that's been going on, and choosing this course of action may in the end be the best way to go if you are to get any peace of mind. Someone or something will return to your life around this time, and this will see you celebrating the past while preparing for something new. Libra, this week sees you focused on matters relating to success and failure and what it means to have or not to have. You may see yourself on one side or the other of this debate, but Spirit are asking you to reconsider and truly look at what you have in all areas before deciding on how lucky or unlucky you are. The time has come for you to start taking control of the direction your life is now heading in and to reap the rewards of doing so. Feel good about your accomplishments and the hard work that it has taken to achieve them, and allow yourself some kind of celebration. An end is coming to the way life has been, and there may be a sense of sadness on some levels about this, but there will also be a sense of relief and completion when all is said and done, so don't try to control things too much. Rather allow them to unfold as they will, and you will find that any sense of separation or disconnection that you've been struggling with will prove temporary as life takes a turn for the better once more. Scorpio, the tough times that have dogged you just lately seem set to come to an end, and despite your emotional weariness, it is important that you keep moving forward and don't allow yourself to become too defensive or wary of the motives of others. You may have been feeling that something is missing from your life just lately, but you have more control over this than you'd like to admit, and it's important that you move forward trusting in your own ability to handle whatever is thrown at you. A move of house or big changes to your household is on the cards, but you may feel uncertain as to whether or not this is what's best for you at the present time, so you find yourself procrastinating and letting things slide because you don't want to deal with them. Put on a brave face during this time despite any fears you are holding, and remember your own divine power as you make your commitment to getting what you're seeking. Face your fears and move forward anyway. You can have the outcome you're seeking even if you can't see that happening as yet, and a new beginning is coming on an emotional level that will see you feeling more able to trust your feelings and allow them to show. Sagittarius, you may enter this week feeling irritated on levels about things you deem as unfair in your life, but try to avoid feeling bitter, as although some of your experiences have wounded you, they have strengthened you as well, freeing you up emotionally so that you might move forward. Open and honest lines of communication will help you to navigate any difficulties you've been having, and it's important that you start believing in yourself and put that belief on the line. The primal forces of creativity are yours if you can claim your power and act with awareness and concentration, understanding exactly what you want and being committed to getting it. The time has come for you to put all that is no longer serving you behind you so that you might begin your path anew. Renewal is at hand, and you must be able to look at your life from a balanced perspective, as now is not the time to be rigid. If you're feeling tired or depressed, greater vitality will soon be yours, and you will begin feeling more energetic and more attractive as an overall package to the world. Capricorn, this week brings you opportunities for freedom on some levels, as the bonds that have tied you, whether physical, mental or emotional, are broken, and you're finally able to move to a new period of growth and happiness. A deep thinking or more logically minded woman in your circle may move from being straightforward and direct in her approach to you to downright push you on some levels, forcing you to make choices in love or in business that you may not be too sure about. You may be at a moral or ethical crossroad wherein you must now choose between the high road and the low road, and it's important that you follow your own path. The time has come for you to cut through any confusion you may have been struggling with and find the clarity you need to move forward. But do be aware that life may still have some curveballs in store, so it will be important for you to keep the lines of communication open between you and the ones you love. Small irritations will persist as you move forward, resulting from the jealousy of others towards you and their desire to block your momentum, and you must try to keep your eyes on the bigger picture so that you can keep progressing in full awareness of what you are heading into. You do have the strength to get through this difficult period in your life, and the return of someone or something to your circle following a temporary absence will allow you to celebrate your past as you prepare to move on to something new. If events are in motion, they will proceed rapidly now, and you may feel like you're caught in a whirlwind, but this is bringing new opportunities for growth. Aquarius, a new beginning is upon you this week, reminding you to keep your faith and trust your natural responses to things, as all in your life that is no longer necessary comes to an end. Changes are coming in and you need to focus on what's important, cutting out all that's unnecessary from your life so that you might welcome what's coming up. A logical approach will work best for this, and you will no longer have to put on a brave face in regards to things that are troubling you as you reclaim your personal power and begin working hard to get what you want. You can have the outcome you're seeking with things, even if you can't see that happening as yet, but this may mean stepping forward and taking charge so that you might build a foundation of trust in your life, both within and without. Focus on the natural world, as this will help you to stay grounded as you figure out what will work to help you to turn your ideas into something tangible. The past and its mistakes can now be put behind you so that you'll be ready to begin anew, and this will be particularly helpful if you've been feeling low. Pisces, this week says a wish that you had felt coming true, being faced with some challenges that are designed to test your mettle, particularly where it comes to keeping your overactive imagination under control. Changes are coming that will see one phase in your life ending so that you can concentrate on what's important moving forward, and doing this will open you up to a new beginning emotionally. Trust in what your feelings are telling you and seek out ways to explore your consciousness and connections with spirit, whilst allowing the power of your emotions to guide you in a new direction. In matters of the heart, you may have to discover that you have rivals who are challenging your position, and you're in for a bit of a bumpy ride. Patience and perseverance will be required if you're going to accomplish anything positive. You may be feeling quite guilty about something that you have done, or conversely something you haven't done, but you feel that you should have, and this has set you up on a difficult path. You can have the outcome you've wished for, however, so long as you're able to work through your mistakes and put them behind you.